Okay, we're back. I think everything's working this time. Internet is stable. Let's get into it. So, I made a source here. It's kind of a crazy build. Yeah, so I made a source here. It's kind of a crazy build, but she seems to be pretty good so far. So, let me take a look here. I'll show you guys what I did for gear and all my points and everything like that. So I did do energy shield build. Okay, I did 156 for strength. Okay, so just enough to wear my gear. Obviously, dexterity, vitality, nothing, and everything else into energy. My resistances are terrible on this build, but it doesn't matter that much because, well, we're using Dream, so we're using auras. I got Doom, okay? Why? Just for the extra aura, and she looks cool. And you get Holy Freeze plus 2 to skills, negative cold resistance because she is using Orb. Just a good weapon for that. Okay, there is better weapons obviously, but for now we're using Doom for the aura as well. Dream, okay, dual Dream. We're doing the helmet and the shield to get that holy shock aura. I'm just using 220 faster cast rate, amulet, enigma. So this one's mage plate enigma with perfect defense 775. For the boots, silk wave, and then stone of Jordan, snow clash. Okay, a little bit more cold damage there. Stone of Jordan, and then frostburn. So on this build, I don't run insight, so I don't have any kind of mana regeneration, so I went with a higher mana pool and then obviously mana regeneration. So I did put a skill point into warmth here, so I'll take a look at my skill points. Start with fire. Okay, so 1 into warmth, like I said. Lightning skills, this is where it gets interesting because I'm wearing Dream. I wanted it to do decent damage anyway, so I maxed out lightning mastery. And then all my remaining points I'm putting into energy shield just to kind of increase that. Energy shield and telekinesis, you can see here I'm working on. For the cold spells, okay, I literally just went a super simple Ice Bolt, maxed out, and obviously Frozen Orb, which has its synergy as Ice Bolt. Okay, that's the basic skills. So you're virtually an Orb Source with some lightning damage. And she's pretty good. So let me take a look here. We'll go out, show you some gameplay of how she works. So you do have that one aura, the Holy Freeze aura from the Doom Max, which just ends up stopping everyone, making them super slow. Much harder for them to come and hit you. And this is it. You can see her pulse down there. Pretty good. Could be better. Could improve it. Let's go in Act 1, in Act 2. Her pulse damage is better, obviously. Act 4 and 5, it starts waning off a little bit. This is players 1 as well. She's pretty much just a farmer for me at the moment. I was farming runes, and she works good. You can see just like the aura didn't she? I think I buffed up properly. There we go. No. There it is. I kept missing my last one. Oh, it's early. Alright, welcome back. So I did an update for my sorceress, this cold source. She is now an Orden slash Orb Source. So let's take a look here what I did. But I'm liking her. I'm liking her so far. Her damage is pretty good. The orb damage is normal, and those auras, they help out. So let's take a look at the gear first, because the gear is kind of the weird setup part here. So I started with Doom Axe. I love this axe. I don't know why. I like it. It doesn't do any damage. It's not very good for many builds, but it's awesome. It looks cool. So anyway, I got this going on here. Okay, so +2 to skills. Helpful. Level 12 Holy Freeze aura. Okay, so this is just adding a little extra damage on my auras. And it is Holy Freeze, which is nice because I'm a cold source, so I do have a cold Shunder charm on this guy. So yeah, Doom Source, or Doom Berserker Axe. And then for the helmet, I went Dual Dream for the helmet and shield. This is giving me that Holy Shock Orb, okay, giving me a little bit better mana as well, and vitality. For my amulet, I have a 220 faster cast rate, Cold Source amulet. I have a Perfect Enigma, okay, 775 defense on this one. And then Frostburn Gauntlets, okay, I went with the mana build, so I wanted a little bit, or as much mana, I guess, as possible for survivability, and then also because on my Merc, I'm not running Insight. I have an Infinity, okay, to try and break down those immunes a little bit more. I could try with Infinity. I'm not sure how much. I'll have to try that. This guy's just got Infinity, Fortitude, and then Darius. Okay. So I've missed, I guess, yeah, my rings and stuff. So Stone of Jordan, okay, for the rings, the mana, obviously. Snow Clash, just a little bit more cold damage. I could do Arachnids, maybe it might be better here. Probably a bit better in there. A Stone of Jordan and Silkweed Boots, okay, just a little bit more defense. On the swap, okay, pretty basic Call to Arms and Spirit. So advanced stats here. Let's get into my stats. So strength, obviously, just enough to get this gear on. Okay. Vitality, dexterity, nothing. This is energy shield build, so we're going all into energy. From here, you can see some of my stats aren't the greatest, but I do get some decent magic find with this build. 166. That's more than I usually run, so I'll take it. Moving down here, you can see I have probably the best faster cast rate you need on a sorceress. 20% faster cast rate. That should be like 105 or something like that, but for now it doesn't really matter. Orbs has a timer on it anyway, so, or is a timed skill, I should say. So lightning skill damage, this is where my pulse damage is going to be coming from now too. So almost 400%. Enemy cold resistance, negative 132%. So those two skills there, and then obviously the cold immunity is shundered. So let's take it out, show you a little bit of what I'm doing here. What should we do? We'll do a pit run real quick. So in Act 1, she is pretty strong.
Stronghold.
You can see I got around 3,000 mana, which means life pretty much with an energy shield build. Her pulse damage. Oh, I gotta get the right weapon going on here if I want to show you. So yeah, just right around 3,000 mana. But you can see her pulse damage is really good. I've got 2 pulses, and they drop. Some monsters are 1. So it makes her farming Act 1 and doing pit rounds and things like that pretty nice, pretty smooth. And then as soon as, well, things get a little bit stick here, you just throw a couple orbs and it'll clean up pretty much whatever's going on. With a higher axe, probably. She does, like, the pulse damage isn't as good in like the chaos sanctuary and things like that, but she still does, you know, really well. So let me take a look here quick so you guys can check that out too. So if I take her, let's do Chaos Sanctuary just for example, testing purposes. Oh yeah, towers loading in the middle. Lightning immunes. So they're all obviously more immune when you get into that higher axe, so it's always going to be a little bit more difficult no matter what build you have. But she does, you know, that's okay. You do have to use Orb a little bit more accurately because how this is supposed to be. An Act 4. Little Orb will clean up those guys, and then whatever doesn't get off will. The Orbs pick up, so I do like having a Doom Axe though, because like you can see it just kind of slows down everyone. So you know they don't really get running up on you and running up on you. You do have to be careful for dolls still though, like those are always a problem. Don't forget about the dolls. Nothing applies to them. Yeah, she's fun. She is really great for me, like I said. Act 1, 2, 3, super strong. Did I kill him? I'm half sleeping here in the morning. Oh, I did. The boss killing speed, that is what we're gonna see here for Diablo, so I do have static. Do I use it? Not really. Because it's not super high level, so it's not super useless or useful like it is with another sort of, but we'll see here. I'll show you guys. It's definitely not a fire sword, it's like, or just 2 hits and Diablo's dead or anything like that, but she fares her own.
Not even death can save you from
Dude, Blizzard. My Blizzard doesn't do any damage. We'll stab him a little bit. Alright, and it's a raindrop. A couple drops, 166 magic fine, doesn't hurt. We get Stone of Jordan? We did not. We did not. Alright. What else do we got here? Nothing. Garbage. All garbage. So that's the source. Alright, she's awesome. Try it out.